viewers, you're watching the Savera and I'm Vidhi Joshi. The Bangladesh Cricket Board is facing a severe financial crisis following its exclusion from the 2026 T20 World Cup. The International Cricket Council's decision to remove Bangladesh from the tournament, replacing them with Scotland, has far-reaching implications, particularly for the BCB's finances. One immediate loss is the USD 500,000 participation fee each team receives for the World Cup. While significant, this is only a small fraction of the overall impact. The major blow comes from the loss of the ICC's annual revenue share, estimated at around USD 27 million or 330 crores BDT, which constitutes nearly 60% of the board's annual budget and is a critical source of funding for its operations. In addition to this, the board stands to lose substantial sponsorship income. Major tournaments like the T20 World Cup attract lucrative sponsorships, and Bangladesh's absence deprives the BCB of the exposure and financial benefits that these partnerships typically bring. The financial consequences extend beyond the World Cup itself, and with India unlikely to visit Bangladesh for bilateral series due to ongoing geopolitical tensions, the board risk losing revenue equivalent to hosting multiple series against other nations. Well, all these series, often key revenue generators, are now in jeopardy. The only legal recourse available to the BCB is to appeal to the Court of Arbitration for Sport. But even if this path is pursued, the World Cup will proceed without Bangladesh, leaving the financial damage already done. The crisis stems from Bangladesh citing security concerns for players, officials, media and fans amid heightened political tensions with India. And the BCB requested the ICC to shift their group stage matches from Indian venues such as Kolkata and Mumbai to Sri Lanka. However, the ICC rejected the request, concluding there was no credible security threat in a 14-2 board vote. With only Pakistan supporting Bangladesh, and despite the ultimatum from the ICC, the Bangladesh government-backed board stood firm, effectively opting out of the tournament. Reports suggest that the ICC has already replaced Bangladesh with Scotland in Group C, and the exclusion has strained Indo-Bangla cricket relations, which were already fragile, and is likely to affect future bilateral cricket, as calls have emerged in India to suspend all the series with Bangladesh, including the scheduled India tour to Bangladesh in September 2026 for 3 ODIs and 3 T20s, making its occurrence highly uncertain. A single home series against India typically generates more revenue than 10 series against smaller nations, meaning that the financial loss from cancellation would be crippling. And long-term collaborations, including the co-hosting of the 2031 ODI World Cup, may also be at a risk, as eroding trust could lead India to reconsider its plans or even host alone. Notably, the impact extends to the players themselves, and while the interim government support advisor Asif Nazrul has assured that match fees will be compensated, the loss goes beyond finances, and career milestones, global exposure and potential IPL opportunities have been compromised. And the president of Mustafizur Rahman, being asked to leave his IPL franchisee due to regional tensions, has already made Indian franchises wary of signing Bangladeshi talent, cutting off a lucrative source of income. Endorsement opportunities, a major portion of player earnings, are also likely to decline sharply as the team is isolated from one of the world's most profitable cricket markets. And the hardline stance of the government has left the BCB in a helpless position. And according to the insiders, meetings with Asif Nazrul and board officials were dominated by government directives, leaving players with little say. Senior players reportedly fear backlash, recalling incidents involving prominent figures like Tamim Iqbal. The long-term implications are alarming, as the financial fallout could severely disrupt domestic and grassroots cricket programs, threatening the future development of the sport in Bangladesh. And overall, the BCB is facing a potential revenue loss of over 60% for the 2025-2026 financial year, making this one of the most significant crises in the history of Bangladesh cricket. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment and subscribe to the channel.